Yeah, I'm back on. I just wanted to tell you about like probably the craziest dream I ever had in my entire life. It was just so crazy. I can't even believe I can have a dream like this. Cause what happened was when you realize that you're dreaming inside of a dream, it's called lucid dreaming. But what happens when you have those dreams that it's a dream inside of a dream, like it's two, and in both sets you realize it's a dream. That's what happened to me. But it was like this crazy, whole crazy day yesterday I had. Then I had that night I had a crazy dream. It was just crazy. I just can't believe it. But let me just tell you the dream. All right. What happened was I had fell asleep right, and I was drinking. That might have what induced the dream. I don't know. I don't know. Let me tell you. What happened was I had fell asleep, woke up inside of a castle. Right now, picture this: it's like a castle. Like maybe it was like in some kind of battle or something. It was all destroyed. Everything was like kind of knocked over. It was like big chunks of the walls that fell off because you know how it's made out of like bricks and whatever. It was bricks, like big chunks of it too, like big boulders knocked out, and like you could see like through the ceiling, like the sky, and what happened was there was a bed in the corner. I was laying on the bed. I had woke up and I looked through the sky. I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. Then I started hearing this loud whistle, like if somebody was dropping a bomb or like maybe some kind of weird plane or something flying by. I don't know what it was, but it scared me. Then I remember that things that can happen to you in real life can't happen in dreams. Like you can't get hurt in actuality if you're dreaming. So that's when I realized like, wow, this is a dream. So then everything turned black. That's when the whistle came. I started getting real freaked out and all of that. And I was like, alright, I'm not going to panic or anything like that because I'm not going to get hurt. Because usually when I realize that I'm in a dream, I just instantly wake up or everything just turns black and stays that way until I wake up. That's not what happened. After it seemed like I had my eyes closed, I opened my eyes and I was still in a dream. So I was like, well, since I'm still here, I might as well try to fly around. So since one of the holes that was knocked through in the ceiling was letting light shine into the room, I was trying to fly through there. But something was keeping me from like floating up. Like let's say this is the ceiling, and I'm up here floating up. Like once I reached like right here, I was like trying to push. It's like, come on, I can make it, but couldn't float past that point. So I just went back down to the floor, and I decided to walk around through the castle. It's like this wraparound stairs, how it goes down like that. It was the stairs like that, but I'm looking, admiring everything because the sun is shining through, and I'm looking down, and it's like a like red carpet, like and lines, like a crisscross or whatever. It was like gravel everywhere. Like I guess you could say it was like gravel that was beaten so much it was like sandy, like if it had been like eroded down or whatever. It was eroded, so it was like stuff like everywhere, like just like after like a bomb hit the building, you could say how if it would just get exploded everywhere, just stuff, big chunks, little pieces, everything all in there, and there was animals in there, and it was like tigers, elephant. I remember seeing a couple dogs, like all these types of exotic looking animals, and it was a little boy in there. I was like, man, like what are you doing in here? He didn't say anything. He was wearing a dog costume. It was like a little bit darker than me. Um, I just looking at him. I didn't say anything to him. I just was like, wow, like how is he down here with these animals are looking around in there? I didn't even think to ask him anything, but he just stood up looking at me, and I walked past him. Then after I like noticed all the animals and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back upstairs and lay down on that bed. So that's what I did. I walked back up the stairs, laid back down on the bed. That's when I had the dream inside of a dream. Because when I was in the castle, I had fell asleep in that bed that I had initially woke up from. Then at that point, I woke up in like a house similar to mine, but except like each room was a little bit bigger. And my father walked in, like so I guess something had hit me in the head or whatever. Because in my dream, I woke up, couldn't barely see. It's like almost getting knocked out. Like I couldn't walk. It was hard to just function. And he was like, "Man, why you naked?" I looked down, I'm butt naked or whatever. So I can't see, but I can see that my color of my skin is all down. I was like, man, this can't be happening. This can't be real. That's when I realized that I was dreaming. In the second part, it was just crazy. So he got me dressed or whatever. He was like, come out and meet the rest of your family. I walk out. It's like all these little girls, these little people. Like there was adults all in the kitchen. He was sitting in this chair watching TV. TV's like right here, right there, watching in the same spot where I'm sitting at. Right. I walk over to him like, man, I really don't know these people, but I didn't say anything. So I walk into the kitchen by the refrigerator, just like straight right there. And there's this dude that's supposed to, I don't know who he was, but he said, hey, and I came close, I was like, what? He was like, you know they got WMDs, right? But I didn't know he said that at first, because it was like, I just came out of that fuzzy state. I was still a little disoriented. I was like, what? He's like, you know they got WMDs, right? He was like, shh, like, come a little closer. And I was like, WMDs? Yeah, I know they got that. And he was like, you know what they plan to do with them? I said no. But I didn't say no. I was thinking no, because I was gonna try to come with an answer for him. But he told me before I can get it out. He said they're gonna put them up in the satellites, aim them at Earth, and they're gonna leave on the Enterprise. I didn't know what that meant. So I'm up in the kitchen and I see that like the details. He was wearing like a cowboy hat. He had a black and mild all the way in the side of in the back. Like he put the plastic tip of the black and mild all the way into his mouth and was like biting on it. And you could see like the ashes like coming out like a little like about this far, you know. So I was thinking like wasn't really paying attention to the rest of the stuff he was saying, but it was like I was like, damn, that black and mild is not hurting him. So then I looked out the window, and instead of my house is like the back, and you can see like the other project buildings. Like let's say it was on four sides, it makes a little rectangle, and my house is like right here, and you could see each of the other ones. Those wasn't there. Like I could just see like clear outside. Like it was all foggy and gray out. It was like raining, and everybody was just chilling in my house. And after I looked outside, I was like, wow. I hopped on top of the refrigerator and sat on it. I don't know why, but I sat on top of the refrigerator, and I could see my dad. And he before he called me over, this girl I know, Shantae, came over and gave me a couple things. She gave me 3 things. She said here's a Blitzkrieg. It was a like I don't know. I said, man, maybe I search the internet and find out what it is, like my friend Connor always do, because he always has like the answer to like everything, always know everything about any little item. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just do that. But I suppose it was useful to tap kegs. It was a phone card, and the third item I can't remember. But I'm running out of time, so I gotta make this quick. Then after she goes into my room, my dad calls me over and he hands me a couple things. He puts down a $2 bill and change on top of it. So I'm looking at the change in my hand, like I have it like this, right? And I shake it, and all the change goes flying everywhere. And I'm looking at it. And I was like, man, I thought you would have gave me more money than this. Only $2. He was like, shit. He was like, shit, you got me. And then I came over, sat on the couch, and then from there I just woke up. But definitely the weirdest dreams I ever had. Like the top, the number 1 weird dream. All right, 1 second left. Peace.